This is the Wisconsin Live Desk.
Good morning, or good afternoon, excuse me, and welcome back to the Wisconsin Live Desk. A little taste of what's to come there from our Waukesha reporter, Bret Lemoine, as we join you here inside our Fox 6 Milwaukee studios. If you're not familiar, the Wisconsin Live Desk, the idea is to take you to the news as it happens, all across the state of Wisconsin, across the Midwest region, and perhaps nationally as well, as the news dictates. Of course, we'll be on here today on Fox Local from 12:30 when we got started all the way through 1:30 with a lot of the different things happening around our state, from the serious to the more lighthearted as well. We heard a little bit of the State of the Tribes address from Madison, now bringing in our Waukesha County reporter, Bret Lemoine. I understand this is an interesting angle you're working with here, Bret, as people drive by where you're at today. Take it away, my friend. What is the story of the day for our Waukesha County reporter?
I take any assignment at Fox 6 that makes me look taller. Frankly, I am standing in front of the tiny house in Waukesha. We're at the corner of Grandview and Summit. This is 608 Grandview. You know, I've lived in Waukesha for most of my life, and I've probably driven by this home thousands of times. I've always been so curious about it, and I just happened to find out that it is now for sale. It could be yours, Carl. You could be moving into this tiny house. When we talk about tiny, we're talking 500 square feet. 500 square feet. Today we met the owner and the real estate agent who has this listing, and they shared lots of really unique stories about this house. You know, when I was a kid, I would drive by and there used to be like an old ambulance or something here in the driveway, or in the street, I should say. There isn't really a driveway to this house. There's not a lot to this house, Carl, is what I'm getting at. But, you know, it was always so fascinating to me. And I asked some of my friends, I was like, would you guys be interested in if I did a story about this? And everybody was like, yes, you have to. So we went into this house. It was my first time in it today, and wow, it is tiny. It's one bedroom, one bathroom, a small kitchenette, I guess you could call it. To get upstairs, Carl, you have to take a ladder. So it's really unique. And some of the stories, too, that we've heard about the history of this house, it was built in 1930. And everyone seems to have a different, it's kind of like, you know, when you were like Batman with the Joker, and everybody's like, oh, what's his backstory? And everybody gave like a different backstory. It's like that. No one has a real good idea of what the actual history of this house is. Some people say it was a barber shop. Other people say it was like a leasing office for some of the homes that are here in this neighborhood. But basically, at the end of the day, it's been here since 1930. It's only really been used as a home, as far as we know, for the last maybe 6 or 7 years. The current homeowners lived here for the last 3. I just want to show you, though, what we're looking at. You get the tiny house, right? But this is your view. This is what you get. You get this busy intersection here at Grandview and Summit. You got a gas station across the street. You got, if you like pizza, my goodness, Pizza Hut right here. You could walk across the street and have pizza every day if you wanted. We don't want to show you inside yet. We want to keep that a little bit of a surprise for our report that airs tonight at 6 o'clock, but you also get a shed. How about that?
Is that like the one bicycle garage out there, right? No actual driveway, but hey, you can fit something in the shed.
You know, the realtor, God bless her, she was selling us this house pretty hard. She goes, you know, you could put a garage next to the house if you wanted to, or you could put your laundry room in the garage or in the shed. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's tiny house living right there. But, you know, one of the most fascinating parts of this whole story, Carl, is what the homeowner said about how living in a tiny house really changed her perspective, not only on life, but just about living in you know, a dwelling of any size. She says it's really changed her perspective, so we're going to share that for you tonight at 6 o'clock. And also, we're going to talk to this real estate agent about what this listing means just in general for home sales and the home market right now, not only in Waukesha County, but just nationwide. Any idea, Carl, how much money this home is listed for? Again, 500 square feet. Take a good guess.
Oh my gosh, I mean, given the state of things recently, and as someone who was looking for a home a year or two ago, it's like north of $1 million, right? Everything's going for crazy money. All right, maybe not that crazy, but
not that crazy. Not that. I'm gonna reveal the other surprise for the story. Again, we're gonna keep the interior for later tonight. $205,000 is what you get for 500 square feet.
You know what?
Unbelievable.
Maybe. I just love thinking of it in the realtor's terms too, right, Brett? Where, okay, you've got walkability because of the Pizza Hut right across the street. You've got a cozy atmosphere inside. Maybe not the accessibility if you need a ladder up to the top floor there. To your point though, Brett,
exactly.
just the reason you're doing the story today, all the interest in it, and I think that's a great view of the intersection. Because I can imagine you're driving around the area. That gets noticed for sure. I'm going to throw up this post, this picture that you sent us, and we posted it on our Fox 6 Facebook account here. This is Brett managing, so to speak, the Waukesha tiny home story in his hands. And Brett, I can tell you, I mean, it's been fantastic to see some of the comments that have popped up on our Fox 6 Facebook page. People recognize it, right? They have a story there. Apparently it used to be cars, like an ambulance car out front. So you being the Waukesha County guys, that's kind of what you heard from your friends, that everyone has at least had an interest in this place over the years.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when a story comes my way, I kind of take the pulse of some of my townies, right? And I asked a group of people that I know, I said, you guys know that house at the corner of Summit and Grandview? And they were like, yeah. And I said, do you think I should do a story about it? It's for sale now. And they go, universally, everyone said, you need to do a story about this. So I had no other choice, Carl. We had to do one. And we're going to bring that to you tonight at 6 o'clock.
Hey, Brett, it's Cale in the booth. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I know you're going to reveal this later, but I need to know now. Does it have a basement?
There's no basement. There's no basement. There is, I will tell you this, the biggest selling point for I think a lot of people is a huge closet. I mean, the closet for the master bedroom, I guess it's the only bedroom, is actually quite large. It's larger than the closet that I have in my my own home for my bedroom. So that is nice, but you know, I mean, you're looking at not a whole lot. And then you got to climb a ladder to get up to bed, and there's a couch downstairs. It's beautiful. I mean, it's really, the homeowner really did a beautiful job of making it her own, but you know, you almost have to like look through the ladder to watch television. It's crazy, but you know what? There is a buyer out there. I have no doubt there will be someone that will want to own this home.
Well, probably a few more after your report coming tonight and all the fun we're having here at the Wisconsin Live Desk. Bret Lemoine, you never fail to impress us with what you find. Looking forward to that tonight. So that will be on Fox 6 News at 6. Why don't you tell people where they can get the grand reveal and the look inside this tiny home?
Yes, tonight 6 o'clock, and we'll also put it out on Fox Local Mobile and all of our socials. But yeah, 6 o'clock tonight, Carl.
If you know Brett and the creativity, you're in for some good zingers tonight in that story. Thank you so much, my man. This was a lot of fun doing this with you. And man, the walkability of the tiny home. I love that they dedicated that much space to a closet when you have that limited space. But I don't know, something like that. You have one kid, I have three, so this is more up your alley than mine, I think.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
It's got a great yard, though. We'll give it that. All right, Bret Lemoine reporting for us here.